Antes de cualquier otra cosa, vamos a hacer el episodio de hoy. Seguimos con la historia, por lo menos nos quedamos aquí los tres.
Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantan shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that has more weight than the fate of the world.
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test our convictions? Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Walk away, and I'll otherwise. Come and face me. I'll give you a warrior's.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn that has stumbled into some greater political game.
Every hero was once a child. And every child...
That's so. I don't even know why I'm standing. Look at me. Just a common soldier. Since swordsmanship won't decide the winner, Lady Goldweaver should be here instead. My devotion to the Holy City could never compare to hers.
What if we told you this duel isn't about winning or losing, but rather in the choice you make?
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me?
Every Chrysocere is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. And you and the Crown Prince of Kremnos are both a part of the prophecy. What the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning. So, listen to your heart. We wish only to hear your answer.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what the result is. I'll give it everything I have.
Spoken like a Chrysocere. Now go, Finon. Your journey has only just begun.
That's right, comrade. It's time for us to teach that proud prince a lesson together. Me? With him? Don't joke around like that. Still, on the topic of the Temple of the... Here we are, at the Temple of the Time Titan. And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. We haven't really had much contact since I set out. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go, comrade. It's not every day you get a chance to see Talantan's scales of justice.
What's going on? Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how is that possible? Wasn't she... Of course, Lycus disappears right when I need answers. Forget it. I need to catch up with Finan first.
Amazing. Talantan may have fallen, but their scales remain true to their purpose.
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, the punishment for profaning a duel with such crooked words is impalement. But as we're in foreign lands, I'll indulge you. The signet of Kremnos, the crown jewel of our people. That's my choice.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager. What's the story behind this little treasure?
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my heart out to you? Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees, let alone a nobody like you.
So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will eventually shoulder.
Ni coño.
Now this is a tough one. What can I possibly offer against a ring that signifies so much? Well, comrade, what does your gut tell you? Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, the deliverer that appeared in my life on that day. Just thinking about how my village was swallowed by the black tide makes my hands shake. The flames, the screams, my utter failure to protect anyone. Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly, but here and now, this car.
Perhaps that itself is the answer.
Look, Finan.
It's so nice to see you all again. Hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise. Why so surprised? Could
Cyrene? This is incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you might be here. But
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here.
that's Cyrene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscing. That Kremnos.
Still playing house, boy?
You get the idea.
Quite the hothead. You know, you two just might get along. Don't worry. You already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I am with you because I remember it all too. The pain speaks for itself. But that's not enough, Finan. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn what you need now is you have to throw the weight of your future onto them as
The future? What do you mean?
Maybe that was a bit too. Why not have our mutual How about it? Can you help us? Relax. Our dear Crown Prince won't have a clue.
The fate of Akuma hangs on this duel. I must claim victory. I will stake everything I have. Stand with me. Let's. Together we'll prove that what is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Me encanta que...
Talantin, the fair, the just, they of unassailable integrity. In the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates, lower your scales.
Your offering is a card?
Yes, a flimsy little card. That is my choice. Just no.
Interesting. Very well. If you can beat me with this card, then that's...
It's...
The scales. They're.
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome. It appears the
This is suffocating. Like the whole world's weight is on my shoulder, but I believe what my heart tells me.
Hear thee, children of humanity. I shall pronounce judgment. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the world. One from Ides Elysiae, the However, the true weight of conviction originates not from itself, but rather in that which tips the scales. Hope.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here.
Yes, even you.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier, and if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight to my last breath. And on this, I know that's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction.
A brilliant explanation, just as prophesied. On this day, the final two heroes shall join the...
I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is quite brazen, but you're the first to even imagine that prophecies could persuade a Kremnos warrior.
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't come here for...
The Kremnoans far outmatch Akuma's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it?
Do you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for our love of battle, would show mercy?
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline. And so, we can only assume that this...
Perhaps Akuma isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp the true marrow of power more clearly than...
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast? Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. And at this moment, we find history shall remember this moment. The prophesied Chrysos heirs now stand assembled, heralding a new dawn for Amphorius.
You must see now how different this is from the flood. Patience. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories, such as this very moment, as the prophesized demigods gather with Talentum as we. This is a moment calculated by the gods. What comes after is no different from that which you already know. Some join. Ah, come, come. Your seat awaits. Our heroes will be ferried to the finals.
They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless as the sea. Yet now, we're the only ones. So, in the end, the black tide still.
The West stands protected by mighty Skrymnoans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anexa deployed wards in the north and east before. They're effective. We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield, and the people answer her call. Let's move. Cavalli has given their core flame. We must complete the Era Nova before the...
That only leaves 3 hours.
So... this is the last time...
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire.
That's what it means to be a Chrysos heir.
Then why? Why must Emphorius's wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide, why does it look like this?
We haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Even if we only see the long, long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. So, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, after which we shall all face or embark on one final grand.
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep.
It matters not. I know fate has run it.
The black tide has reached Akama. Emphorius, it is time.
As agreed, I shall present the core flame of time. Ride the river of time. It will guard your passage to the vortex. Step through.
Professor Anexa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As Chrysos heirs of the prophecy, we were always dead. Now, it's our turn. We can't let everyone...
I don't need another pep talk. After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village.
Yeah, come. Let's claim the miracle we...
And then...
Light calendar 4931, the third week of the month of Evernight, and the end of... The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials, as well. Then you'll understand how the mortal called Finan shouldered the world's weight. That the so-called Deliverer is nothing more than Emphorius's own delusion. Please, esteemed one, the answers you seek.
Okay.
The vortex of Genesis. So it is just...
Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struck. It is a tale foretold by an idiot, the vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more as an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach? You have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted. You naturally have the now, if you would.
My journey to the end. Enough talk. Go.
What if there's only one person left on Earth?
Only Aranova.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away my delusions.
This will be a romantic story like none that you think so too, right?
Indeed, in his memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. A total of 33,500,000. Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, the never-ending cycle. Sharp as seeing is believing. Why not? Or perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play and witness the ultimate need. Please, take your time. Look around as much as you wish.
Estos son diferentes caminos y esa es la verdad absoluta. No tengo ni la menor idea, pero vamos a ver el primero. ¿Cómo funciona esto?
Not a single soul to be seen. So, executioner.
Verdugo.
Castaways, didn't you?
Yes. I've become Death's demigod, and shall never again walk the world of the living. What you see is the surging of the river of souls. Broad they cry out. Though dead, they'll converge into a torrent and...
I will take all the wishes of the departed with me.
I hear them. Go on, Deliverer. We'll keep that executioner in our shadows. The path before you.
Okay.
There's water everywhere. This place is always so wet, and plus that burnt smell. And that sizzling noise.
So you feel it too, huh?
Go on then. I'll handle the filth.
Let me fight with you. Better odds with two.
Hey, remember what the seamstress said?
Yeah, I'll leave it to you then.
Wow, someone's not shy. Just so you... I'll distract that executioner. You go turn the world's biggest lie into truth. Let me be.
Okay.
Are you crazy, Mighty? Immortal or not, even if you...
Oh, I'm still...
No, I know you can. Together, let's prove...
Could it be that now, at the critical juncture, our mighty... I'll transcend the prophesized fate. All right. But I've got a better way. Go. Leave this to me. If the Black Tide creatures... And when I'm done with that executioner...
Hey, little one. What? I see. I won't squat. So please, keep this... Well, come, Executioner. Let this patch of clear sky...
Ok, lo único que encuentro en todas que tienen relación es el verdugo.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
So even the future revealed by the Titans may not come to pass.
The Era Nova, this unrivaled masterpiece. I have no...
Are you safe?
Fate is ever unassailable. The golden threads tell me the black tide rushes toward the vortex, ready to swallow this place. I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. Forgive me. I must snip away every risk to weave the strongest few. There is nothing more to say. We part here. I shall personally dispatch that wretched executioner, not with threads of gold.
Prophesied future. The flower fields where the west wind ends. You, please, allow me to pause just a moment before... Let me answer your cruel fate by tearing that executioner's heart from...
The vortex of Genesis. The last time I was here, I didn't have the time to observe it in too much detail back then. But a holy sanctuary...
All the court, it's my honor to walk the final stretch with the mind.
Oh, getting ahead of... Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth long ago.
Of course.
But I'll say the same to you. Now go. Stand tall and finish your final...
Yeah. Time for that wretched executioner.
Ok, todo es el verdugo, el verdugo, el verdugo y el verdugo. Finales con cada uno de los compañeros, menos uno que parece
think you're prepared? Allow me to give you a warning most earnest. Once you see what the world's course will be for... Ah, very well. As the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been rapturously awaiting your arrival. I believe that since you can make Amphorius's frozen fate flow. Feeling a bit lost? As you now see, this scene marks the final act. The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand. Behold, At the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion, other times comrade. He is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the Nameless, and this time under his guidance, what choice shall the hero make? Whither there are many mysteries yet to be unwound. But if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands to the master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burnt their own.
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner. With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
Algo que me estoy dando cuenta es que la espada técnicamente es la que tiene Fire. Y la otra cosa era la que tenía Siren. Creo que era así. Otra cosa que era como un aro con una luna. Algo que tenía Siren. Soy mal sincero.
Embrace a new life.
A mí me hace simple porque es que me acuerdo. Y ves que ese va a convertir
Now, with your corpse, ignite the dawn! How is this possible?
sí, lo sé.
The sons of destruction, now twinned. You then set your blood ablaze, your fury.
Let's try it this other way. I choose you.
Guide me the Rainbow Bridge. The Mega Bridge.
Pero al parecer me toca partirte el culo.
Please cherish this time.
Ya valiste, güey.
Embrace a new life.
A ver, era naturalmente muy obvio que la espada es la que tiene. Y el báculo no sabíamos muy bien de quién era, ahora sabemos.
such as the will of fate.
Es la voluntad del destino.
That person can only be you. Why not let wrath incinerate fate? At last, Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. After all, you've also been bathed in that eon's gaze, which can awaken much like that scepter we spoke of earlier. That's right. If now, allow me to reveal the eternal land known as Amphorius is nothing more than the scepter's endless, lonely a bottomless well of fury aimed at the god who...
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's...
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur.
Then why? Why must Amphorius's wishes be so... We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, why does it look like this?
You see it too. Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're not a tide at all. They're more like a shattered teleslate.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. They were coming from the black tide all along. Is that Amphorius crying?
Or maybe it is screaming.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room. The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphorius. Where strange and fantastic drama. There were countless versions of us. From countless different worlds.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those swords. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Amphorius is merely a larger. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over. What then is this so-called Aaron? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly?
As the Theoros, Thus is the synthesis of the prime. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known...
So, the results you speak of. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. We become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova, but from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born only to be destroyed by it. This is the end point of Amphorius's calculations.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel.
Even if that sunrise is born from an...
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the erudition? It has lost the golden blood flowing in your veins. It comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphorius's Chrysos heirs were from the very beginning. Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolation, Nikos 496, Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. You will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the star. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? This world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the Black Tide, your goal would never... Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending, revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, what makes you think you're capable of doing?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Emborius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that child, and the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Aeon records Emborius. If it fades from existence, and it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless...
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you...
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze. Tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark. I will... Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the black tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no... Until Amphorius.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries... Now, let us fulfill the duties of time, and world honor the past, and forge ahead.
I promise you. The pain.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything, carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world. So long, Kaslana.
As the Theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
for this eternal and follows in our footprint, right in there in unlike thing that ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
The world is collapsing. We too must part. Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. Everything is as it was. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real I know. I'm here to say goodbye. You can stay here forever. And time will let it flow. Even if it's a path with no turning. When have we ever? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origin, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe that if we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. A real, living person. Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. No. Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Siri and I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like a ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy, but when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos. And go, Kislana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core flame. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget. So, time retreated until it reached the origin. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 38. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century. And the threat of the Black Tide was growing strong. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Surindra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic and that was the first doomed flame chase journey. See?
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiorum, please take me to meet Her Majesty Surridge.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me High Sealans, Nameless Swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true, but I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Pinan? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the... All right, Nameless Swordmaster.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me. Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
What the fuck? Buenas tardes. Permiso.
Oh. Nice moves. We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Créeme, me la estoy pasando bomba.
The waters end here. The one...
At last. I can meet with her. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those tall...
She really is.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay.
Ok, ¿quién es este tal jefe? ¿Y qué está pasando ahora, güey? ¿Somos Finan cuando ya sabe que la situación es la situación? O sea, él... Joder, está mal. Es muy confuso este pedo. Ah, mira.
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Pequeña rehén.
It's you.
You know them?
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where?
To avoid any misunderstandings, Nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you... The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Come now, both of you.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady High Sealans. Don't thank me. Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must... So, how much do you...
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign land. Is that correct, Lady?
How is this...
He got it right?
Yes, but The prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. But do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete, and I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after the Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, but the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, I had to prove that my power could transcend. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titan but this time, Amphorius encountered a turning. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life. Yes, in that flickering light, I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans. One by I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the... Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Aaron. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are... The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just... Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in mine, I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never... Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, executioner. I'll make sure you realize that you're... After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Gislana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future, I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against, but its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope. and the nymph would always... After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting, and my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Recurrencia eterna número 1. El sujeto de Clash logró persuadir a los 2 herederos de Crios para recuperar las yescas sin violencia. Tras verificarlo, se ha determinado que el acceso no autorizado no ha afectado el experimento. Los 2 herederos de Crios siguieron así. $3, 15, 42, 133. Ay, Dios.
I thought cycles was the answer.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in eons, paths.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those 2 concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The black tie...
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles. Crushed. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my... Besides, according to you, before...
I've already heard the same thing. Countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any others, we've all made preparations for total annihilation.
Ok, no sé cuánto más va a tardar esto. Se supone que ya nos estamos partiendo la cara con el jefe final, güey. Y la verdad me estoy confundiendo más cabrón que en clase de matemáticas, güey. O sea, ¿qué es esto? ¿Esto es después del ciclo sin fin? ¿Esto es otro ciclo sin fin? Es que no entiendo. O esto es el ciclo sin fin. O sea, ¿solo hay uno? A ver. O sea, el robot ese decía que ya había un ciclo sin fin, que es donde estaba Fainon y la pelo rosa, que maldita sea, se me olvidó su nombre como varias veces ya. La pelo rosa ahora controla el tiempo y murió, o está muriendo en cada universo para reiniciar la historia o algo así. Y Fainon inició otro ciclo nuevo en donde se está convirtiendo en el verdugo. Y estamos viendo esa historia, ese ciclo en donde se convierta en verdad el verdugo. No lo sé, la verdad, sinceramente. Voy a salir, voy a dejarlo aquí, voy a seguir continuando en la siguiente. Tal vez quede poquito, tal vez queden horas, pero no estoy seguro. Pero ya son 1:10, así que no, en la siguiente sí se puede. Si no, pues no. Bye.